How you doing? My name is Thomas Young, President and CEO of the World Trade Center, Greater Philadelphia. My question for you all is, how do we encourage our minority businesses in our business corridors to encourage our neighborhood folks to vote? Not necessarily saying vote one way or another, although we know which way that we should vote, but how can we encourage our black and brown businesses to encourage our neighborhoods to vote more?
Well, we're not here to tell you who to vote for. May the best woman win. We have two prominent business people here tonight, Sister Nicole and Brother Kenyatta, who have a tremendous business and entrepreneurs. I'm sure they could answer as well. What I would say in terms of encouraging minoritized businesses is that you saw at the convention the former president of American Express, right, Brother Ken Chenault, speak up, because what was the deal? Why was that strategic? Well, they wanted to reassure, voters that, hey, we're not going to be anti-business, and that when we talk about taxing all these fat cats and these rich people, we're doing it for the benefit of the broader society. So we have Kenneth Chenault, whose, genius was making the top card a black card. I don't know about you, but that's pretty subversive. Everybody went out. I got one. We had a green card. We did shoe polish and made it black. That's what we did. I did appeal to him. I say, you got all these stars. You need a black intellectual to be a carrier of the black card. So the point is, though, that when it comes down to our local businesses, those are critical. When you think about Martin Luther King Jr. and Jesse Jackson, when you think about Stokely Carmichael, and you think about, Fannie Lou Hamer, black businesses were critical. Look at Atlanta with the insurance companies. Look at what happened out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Look at what happened in Detroit, Michigan. Across the board, black businesses were critical and cannot survive without it. And I'm reminded of a story Al Sharpton told. He said a businessman came to him and said, I got my degrees and I did this and I got all the, I got my resume here, and your civil rights, can't make this happen. And the businesses that we run. He said, no, but it can make somebody look at your resume. It can make somebody take seriously the job you're trying to get or the business you're trying to share. So I think that dovetailing, independent businesses with strategic voting, make sure that we begin to protect them. But I want to ask Sister Nicole and Brother Kenyatta, y'all want to add something to that, because y'all are big-time business people, and you can talk about the relationship. Can you go to them right here in the front, right here? Very good-looking couple right there in the front, and then they probably got something.
What are your thoughts? Say who you are.
Yes, hello, my name is Nicole Black, and I'm here with my husband Kenyatta Black, and we're business owners in the city. We own Philadelphia Diamond Company that has been in the city for 22 years, Best of Philly for engagement rings and wedding bands. I think one of the things I loved about even the previous panel when they talked about empathy and listening. And when you're in this business, we spend a lot of time with couples. We're at the front of the bridal process and they're getting a ring, right? And they're starting to talk about what their goals are. And when we're in our business forums, we listen as well. And one of the things that we've started to do is really dig deep into policies that help businesses. And it's easy to actually talk about that in terms of people who aspire to be business. Oh, you guys are so great. And it's like, what's really great? If we had some funding up front, which, by the way, is in VP Harris's platform and in her campaign. What is really interesting, more of the high net worth individuals be like, what do you think about that capital gains? I don't know about that, tax and capital. You know what, I don't mind if I'm worth $100 million, right? It only applies to people, $100 million in net worth. So there are so many benefits, but having the specific policies and the reasons why helps us in our business circles, and then being empathetic to couples that are coming to us where we just, add in some of our policy preferences that only align to the best woman running.